Hello and then welcome everybody to round 6 of the Fuel Premier Series presented by Fuel Racing Network. My name is Matt Owens and I'm going to be your commentator this evening and your producer and commentator too. So yep, as usual, it's a one-man band here in the booth. I know I've said we were looking for some people to help, but you know what? We're going to hold off till next season and we're gonna have somebody join me next season, and I'm excited about it. So, but anyway, it is a beautiful. Well, it was earlier in the session. It has gotten cloudy, but it is now a cloudy 80-degree spring day here in Martinsville, Virginia, where we're gonna have at least 150 laps of racing this evening for the Martinsville 150. The local green flag time is going to be 3 p.m., so no threat of darkness or anything like that creeping up on us. As usual, for the season, we're going with unlimited tire sets, and we have 75% fuel. I wasn't able to touch base with anybody and ask exactly about how many laps that is. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to fly by the seat of our pants tonight on the fuel strategy. Following the trend, I would guess we will probably be seeing at least 2 fuel stops this evening. And Chad Simpson, last time out, got his first victory of the season in Charlotte. Speaking of victories, got a few people with multiple wins this season already, but we are just past the halfway point. So as soon as the green flag drops tonight, we are past the halfway point in the season. So these guys are gonna race tough tonight. This season we're using the old Winston Cup formula, and the bonus points are as follows. All going to be 5 points for pole, leading a lap, and leading the most laps. But we should have qualifying starting for you guys here in just a few minutes. So we'll sit back, relax, we'll watch a little bit of practice. Looks like these guys are putting in some quality laps. Go check in on our boy Jared Dixon. I don't think he was with us last time out in Charlotte. Welcome back, Jared. If he was, I apologize. Maybe it was the week before. I did miss 2 weeks, so that's my bad. I just specifically remember Jared saying something in the chat that he wasn't going to be making it. Yeah, so far I've got 17 people in the server, which for Martinsville is more than enough. We're definitely guaranteed to have a banger tonight, regardless of how it goes. So, in one way or another. Let's check out this. Oh man, Jared Wakefield in that '72 Chick Hicks Chevrolet. Love it. Love it. Love it, Jared. Beautiful. Now we just need to see the king. Let's go check in on our league manager, Mr. William Roberts. That's right, Will. I said your full name. Hope you're listening. Yeah, everybody getting some solid laps in, honestly. Like, there hasn't been a lot of goofing around, so looks like everybody is really trying to get down to business here. The 17 are, well, we have actually an 18th person joining in, hopefully. But these are the top 15 to 20 guys for sure of the 30 that we tend to get. So this should be a fairly competitive race. Oh my God, Jared Dixon just died. right there. Rest in peace, Jared. I guess he wasn't. I guess he didn't feel like making this week's race either. But yeah, while I'm riffing here and trying to think of some stuff to randomly say. So, like I said earlier, my name is Matt Owens. Currently, I'm a full-time student at Full Sail University, their online sports casting program. And Will was nice enough this season to allow me to broadcast. Yeah, I'm full disclosure, it's all just me. Straight up, everything's me. I'm the producer and everything. So just cut me a little bit of slack. I'm looking at the camera, producing and everything, and trying to do some play-by-play all at the same time. So we're trial by fire here at FRN. And week one, we definitely got burned, for sure. But we have since solved the issues, at least on my end. Here we go, Zach Henry. He was going for 3 wins in a row last week. Had a really great start to the race, but I believe got into the 40 car of Zach Buchanan, and it put him in the wall and destroyed his car. He was looking really strong to go for 3 in a row. He led almost the first half of the race, basically wire to wire, between Zach and the 75 of Mitch Welker. Yeah, these guys have been dueling all season, and I can't wait to see what these guys put out on the track tonight. At the paperclip. So honestly, I'm thinking this might be the perfect field size, to be honest. It's not too big, so I think we can get some good competitive racing tonight. Maybe some green flag runs. We do have 150 laps to get through this evening, so. Well, it's 150 laps, and I think 75 minutes is the timer. So it's whatever comes first. So I kind of like this spotter stand here. Mixing around with our cameras a little bit. Really nice scheme here, DJ. Raced with DJ quite a few times. He's not full time this season, but I always love to see that 64 on the track. Let's go check in on our boy. No, oh yeah, here we go. Ryzen Baker. Let's ride along with Mr. Baker for just a minute here before we hop into qualifying. Only got about a minute left, so I'm going to let you guys sit back and listen to this man rev his engine. Yeah, honestly, for the lack of horsepower in this car, I think it looks like it's got some pretty decent drive off. Oh, got a little loose there. Had to overcorrect and absolutely destroyed himself. Ty Smith, the newest or the newest entry. Let's take a look at Ty. Raced with Ty quite a few times as well. Teammates with the 64 of DJ Stagner. Another really, really great scheme. I have a feeling I know who painted that one. Sad to not see Body out on the track this season, but that's okay. Maybe. Oh my god! Oh my god! Absolutely ate it into the outside wall there. But yeah, so qualifying is about to begin here in about 13 seconds. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I don't think we normally do this because we're not really. This is just for our channel sake or for the guys racing tonight. But if you could and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the thumbs up if you like the broadcast. Or the attempt at a broadcast. All right, guys, there we go. Practice is over. So here in just a second, there we go. Here in just a second, the field will be opened up, or the grid will be opened up. So these guys can go ahead and start heading out to get their laps in. Qualifying time, we got about 5 minutes for everybody to get their time in. All right, who do you guys? Let's see. We were just watching Ty. Let's go on board with Michael Hurley. I don't think we've watched Mike. Yeah, so let's go on board with Michael. All right, Michael. Don't make any mistakes. We're all scrutinizing you. Oh, yeah. Definitely doesn't have the heat in the tires because, man, it was struggling to make the corner there. Woo, yeah, same. I'm going to mess with that brake bias a little bit, Mike. Yeah, there we go. Much better turn 1 and 2 there, you can tell. Oh, just drag the brake a little bit to turn the car. Oh, we're in the wall. No! Hang on to her. Oh, nice attempt, though. Good job, Michael. Good job, buddy. All right, well, Michael did get a lap in, so at least there's that. We'll cut away now. As right, perfect timing. Will Roberts is going to head out onto the track for his lap, or his laps. Yeah, let's follow Will and see how Will does. Hopefully, the announcer's jinx does not continue. Yes, definitely able to get the car woed up and really, really, really hug the inside there. I mean, with the minimal, or with the lower horsepower that these guys have, or these cars, you're really, I mean, and it is Martinsville. So, I mean, it's painfully obvious that I would say this, but that inside line is absolutely going to be your friend here today. So I have a feeling these guys are going to be bumping and running if they want to pass, especially late. So that'll hopefully make for some really good action-packed racing near the end of the race. It's a good, nice qualifying attempt there from Mr. Roberts. It's going to place him right smack in the middle of the field in eighth. Jeez. All right, so I see that DJ Stagner apparently has another lap. But I think he's on his second lap, and he must have hit the wall. Yes, so DJ's still, he's done. He's not going to be able to put another lap in. Will's not going to be able to put another lap in, and Chad has put in 4. So that's going to be it for qualifying. Everybody's put in their laps except for Preston Henry, but he also hasn't even loaded. So we've got about 1 minute and 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the grid and get this Martinsville 150 underway. So we're going to go ahead and just take this opportunity. I'm going to take just a quick break myself, this last little 60-second break, and I'll be back as soon as we grid. All right, guys and girls, we're back. Should be gridding up here any second now. All right, so yeah, the race actually, at least on my timing and scoring, has a 50-minute timer. So 150 laps or 50 minutes, whatever comes first, it seems. I think my timing and scoring might be messed up. We're going to refresh that. Yeah, there we go. I'm not. What is going on? I'm not getting any feedback on the locate. Like, there we go. There we go, guys. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hit the grid, ladies and gentlemen. On row 1, starting on the pole, Ryzen Baker in that number 77 Papyrus Ford Mustang. And on his outside, Mitchell Welker. We're going to have to be fast here. Hopefully they have a lap or two. Mitchell Welker right there on the outside in second place. And the second row, Zach Passon and Zachary Buchanan. Row 3, Keaton Bommersbach and Zachary Henry. Row 4, Chad Simpson and Will Roberts. Row 5, Jared Wakefield and Kyle Lamb. Row 6, Jared Dixon and Ty Smith. Row 7, Sarah Tessum and Rob Kubat. Row 8, DJ Stagner and Michael Hurley. Row 9, Evan Adams and Preston Henry. We'll round out your field. Woo, we got through it. And of course, pace car didn't go in. Come on, iRacing. The lights were out on the pace car. Where's the realism? How am I supposed to know, guys? How am I supposed to know? I just work here. All right. Well, we'll wait for the pace car to pull it off, and there she goes. All right. This number 77 of Ryzen Baker is going to control the field with Mitchell Welker on his outside. And with a really late restart, or a really late start, Ryzen Baker gets away. Nobody stacks up and is clear of Mitchell Welker. Mitchell is going to file in right behind him, but try to exit high to get a nice little run. But Mitchell plays it pretty safe there on the entry to turn 3. Not, no reason to try something this early on in the race. So very respectful racing from these guys up front to start. We'll see if that continues. I doubt it will. Okay, well, we're pretty much single file all the way back to Zach Henry here, who is stuck on the outside. He's got a train to his inside, with Will Roberts now trying to get around him, and then Chad Simpson's going to try to fill that hole immediately as soon as Will is able to get around him, if he is. The 46 there of Chad Simpson really going to try to stay on him. There's actually a good amount of momentum right there from the 39 going around the outside, so maybe these guys can actually battle side by side. Yeah, I think this inside line is definitely just going to take over here. Oh, but Zach Henry able to get the momentum and pull down in front of Chad Simpson there. This is Jared Wakefield heading a little lie. Oh, we've got a yellow. We got a yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, give me 1 second. Let's check out what happened. I think it might have had something to do with the 70 car here. Let's go see. So here on the last lap, you can see the 70 of Sarah Tessum here trying to get under the 22, move him up the track, but she gets a little bit loose there just on the curbing. No harm, no foul. Locks her up. And we keep it moving. Hey, that's Martinsville, baby. That is Martinsville right there. You know, it happens sometimes. There we go. Still getting used to the transitions and stuff, so sorry about that. Well, since we do have unlimited tires, let's see if we have any takers here. Again, it seems like at the beginning of every race we get 5 laps because I want it to go 5, and then I'll pull the ticker up like they usually give it some space in the real world broadcasts. But maybe I'll just leave it up. So we'll just leave it up. It feels like every race we get a yellow on like lap 2 or 3 right as I'm about to put the ticker on. See if we can get maybe a quickie yellow, but I think at this point we've probably already paced at least 2 laps. So these guys should be gridding up maybe this time by. That's exactly what Reisenbaker wanted. Got a really nice start and was able to ease into to turn 1 there and not get, you know, too ambitious. So pretty good start from everybody though. Everybody was very clean. Just a little easy, simple Martinsville mistake caused that yellow. That's all. So now there were 2 takers on that pit stop. Michael Hurley and Jared Dixon did go in under yellow. But here we go, just as the beginning of the race, the 77 of Reisenbaker there in control of the field and will lead them to green. The green flag will be on his mark. Right in the middle of the zone there. Gets a really nice jump on Mitchell and is going to breeze into turn 1 here. The rest of the field tries to get themselves organized here as quickly as possible. Anybody on the outside is going to want to be getting to the inside like crazy. As you can see here, the 2-car Will Roberts is going to have to deal with exactly what he... well, luckily enough, he was able to get down in front of the 37, or he was going to be right where the 39 was at the beginning of the race, last restart. Oh, as we got another yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where it was. Well, guys, the 70 car was involved again, and it wasn't her fault at all. In the wrong place at the wrong time. The 18 of Ty Smith there gets into the wall, and the 70 of Sarah Tessum just not able to slow down in time and is run over. I mean, nobody really could react there. That's, again, another racing thing. Unfortunately, Ty Smith got into the wall as well. And he has got a little left rear damage. That was a pretty heavy lick there. He might have a bent steering wheel. Let me see. Let's try to check it out. Oh, it looks okay. Not too bad. Ah, it's Martinsville. It'll buff out. Oh, that wasn't him. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I was wondering why it was all the way in the front. Come on, game. Try that again. Hey, there we go. It's a little sideways. Let me see what... No, it looks about right. Yeah, it should be okay. Not too bad. See what the front looks like though. A little bit of damage, just a little bit. Not too bad. Yeah, mostly on the left rear there. All right, and for the third time in a row, Reisenbaker is going to have control in the restart with Zach Buchanan right behind him, and directly to his outside, Mitchell Welker. And right behind him, we've got Zach Passon in that 69 Coors Light Chevrolet. Let's see where Reisen goes this time in the restart zone. Went fairly early. Ooh, spun the tires just a little bit. I think we'll probably end up letting that go, but I would say, oh, the 75 not clear. I'm not sure what the issue was there. Oh, we're right here. We can see it. Ugh. I was gonna say I'm not sure what the call is on the changing the lanes there, but as the leader, I would guess it's fine. Ugh, I think. Let's see. I'm trying to get a better look at this. All right, we might be able to see it right here from the leader. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, I mean, Zach could have been maybe 2 or 3 more inches further down, but I think Mitchell was just not clear there. I think that's just Martinsville, baby. That's short track racing. All right. Let's see if these guys can get it together here, and we can get a decent run going. We are on lap 18 already, and as you can see, the ticker didn't. It never overrides correctly. It never brings the yellow out. Not sure what that issue is. But on this restart, what we're going to do is we are going to go into the pack. And I'm going to give you guys a turn it up here on the 64 of DJ Stagner for this restart. He's going to be on the outside. So watch and see how much of a struggle it is to get to the inside if DJ doesn't get a good restart here. Not gonna lie, I thought they were about to go green there. Maybe they delayed it. But we should be going green this time by right here. So 77 of Reisenbaker is the control car, as it has been since the beginning. Zachary Buchanan on his outside, though, in that 40 car. And Will Roberts on the outside. And the 69 of Zach Passon right on the inside of behind the leader. Ooh, the 77 spins his tires again just a little bit. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Enjoy this, crank it up for about 4 or 5 laps, and I will see you on the other side, hopefully. It's still green when we get back. Well, we got a really nice fight here between the 64 and the 46, just as they sort it out. All right, lap 25 of 150. Let's see if we can get a sizable run here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we've gotten pretty orderly throughout the field here. 77 Horizon Baker still in control, with the 40 of Zach Buchanan right behind. Let's go check in on the 75 of Mitchell Welker, though, trying to carve his way up through the field. Not too much damage, though, just a little bit of left rear damage, it looked like. Maybe a little bit on the left front as well. Got a nice battle between the 72 and the 38. And the yellow is out again. All right, let's go and check out, see what we can find. Well, I hate to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but Martinsville continues to Martinsville. Ty Smith gets into turn 1 and 2 here. A little bit, just maybe a little too hot. Nope, does about the same thing that the 75 of, oh no, of Mitchell Welker did. And not clear, unfortunately. The 4 car right behind. Yeah, 18 trying to get a decent run, but yeah, just comes down across the 4's nose. I'm not sure that he knew he was there. All right, lap number 30. Well, I'm going to take a quick break since we're under yellow. Nobody is going under, or no one's going in the pits yet, other than some of the guys that have already pitted. Jared Dixon is currently in the pit lane. So I'll let you guys sit with him. I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Let's see if we get the pace car pulling on the pit road this time by. Yes. So the 77 of Reisenbaker again in control of the restart with the 40 of Zach Buchanan on his outside, followed by the 69 of Zach Passon and the 2 of Will Roberts. 77 gets another really good launch and is able to easily get past the 40 there. Will Roberts stuck on the outside. They're sorting it out back in the pack as well. Everybody doing pretty decent and keeping it clean. As Will Roberts trying to defend his line, I guess, from the 39 of Zach Henry. We'll see. Wow, he was able to pull it off. The 64 got shoved up the track there. He's okay. We're gonna have to take a look at that real quick. Let's see what happened there, guys. Well, to me, it looks like another example of some Martinsville-ing, and DJ gets into the wall a little bit, but he doesn't look too worse for wear. It looks okay. Got a little bit of side damage, right side damage for sure. He's bleeding some spots though. Well, let's see if he's able to charge back up through the field. He was making really good progress. I'm sure he's probably not thrilled at the moment, but you know, that's Martinsville, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what's going to happen. Looks like the 40-something might have also happened to the 46, actually, because he's a few spots behind where he was during that incident. But back up at the front, as we're finally getting, hopefully, our first decent run here. Reisenbaker still in control of the race. Getting really good launch there on the exit at turn 2. Zach Buchanan really struggled there on the exit. Scraped the wall, and that put Zach Passon right behind him, and he's struggling, continuing to struggle. Even out of turn 4 there, the same thing happened. He's got it under control much better this time. Oh no, Will! Hang on to her! Hang on to it, Will! Oh man, what a save. Oh my gosh. Will. Wow. Alright, just try to hold on to it now, Will. Those tires are smoked, buddy. Okay, we gotta see that. Did Will just lose it there? No, I think Will had himself a little help, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, he did not. I was watching it in fast or in full speed, or even faster than full speed, fast motion, I guess. Accelerated. Wow, no, he did not have help. Just kidding. I don't want to. I'm not trying to insinuate anything there. Zach Henry just hit the intimidate button, I guess, on his wheel, and Will just lost it. So we have a pass for second place underway. Zach Passon trying to get past the 40 and does. That 69 Coors Light car trying to weave his way through the field, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it. I've passed it up a few times already, but Zach Passon, that's scheme of the night, baby. Scheme of the night. No, I didn't see any new schemes yet that really wowed me. I mean, I love the Chick Hicks, but come on. That's a great scheme. Great scheme. Got to give everybody a little bit of love. But nice choice on the scheme there. Been running it all season, and it's been nice to see. Reisenbaker, though, starting to actually pull ahead. It's 9/10 up on Zach Passon at the moment. The next biggest gap is between the 72 and the 75 of Mitchell Welker. Mitchell Welker trying to get back up through the field. Him and Chad Simpson relatively close on pace at the moment. But Mitchell Welker and Jared Wakefield, it says their stint. Actually, these guys have newer tires. They have 20-lap newer tires almost than the rest of the leaders. Jared Wakefield and Mitchell Welker both have pitted. 29 laps on Mitchell Welker's tires, 28 on Jared's, 47 on the top 5. And then Chad Simpson also 47 laps down to the 13th place car of Michael Hurley. Everyone behind that is also pitted other than cars that were in wrecks. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking, but the leader, sound the alarm. Zach Passon has closed the gap over the last 3 or 4 laps down to a quarter of what it was. He's just about to eclipse the quarter of a second behind mark here. So, wow, yeah, that 69 car is on rails at the moment. He's absolutely hauling the mail. As we're 1/3 of the way through the race, everybody. Lap 50 of 150. So I wonder how patient Zach is going to be here with the 77 of Reisenbaker. How bad does Zach want the lead? I mean, he's got it. He's right there. He just needs to be patient. You know, no need to try anything. No need to bump him this early if you don't have to. But we'll see. We'll see his approach. We'll see what approach he takes. Okay, going on to the outside to get a little bit wider and cut in. Okay, I like that. Yeah, he's just waiting. He's biding his time at the moment, and he's waiting for his moment to strike. At this point, Reisenbaker, if it was me, I'd be racing out of my rearview mirror and choking this lead instantaneously. But honestly, hanging pretty tough right now in that 77. It's really not. It is not easy when you've got somebody breathing down your neck on a short track like this. When you know that they on any lap they could decide to bump you and just decide to take you out. It can be stressful. Let's check in on the newer tires as Jared Wakefield now has cracked into the top 5, has passed Kyle Lamb in the 22. Mitchell Welker also closing in on that 22. Oh, we got a nice fight back here. Jared Dixon trying to take 13th away from Michael Hurley. Or, sorry, no, that's Preston Henry. I apologize. Oh, a really good battle as they touch. For 15th. No, they're for 14th. But still, this is a good battle. This is a really good battle. Oh, my God, Jared. Whew. That was really close. Not much has changed up here between the front two cars. We'll see when these guys get close to running out of fuel. That should have Jared Wakefield and Mitchell Welker cycle to the lead once these guys start pitting. Jared Dixon able to get past Michael Hurley. Let's see. Yep. After getting past the 4 car. So Jared on the move. Why don't we go for another little crank it up here as I could see the rotors glowing on that 77. Woo! He is using a lot of brake. The pass for the lead might come very soon. He's less than 2/10 behind, so this is as close as he's been. Let's get a nice little crank it up on this battle. These guys are coming up on the lap car of I almost said Ty Gibbs. Ty Smith. Oh, as Zach is attempting to make the pass here. That lap car may have come into play a little bit. He was not able to complete the pass on the 77. Reisenbaker defending really, really well. These guys are racing really clean, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is fantastic so far. Say the 69 starting to, well, he dropped back just a little bit of the second half of that lap. He dropped a little bit in that corner as well. These two guys have completely dropped third and fourth. as Zach Buchanan, the Battle of the Zacks. We have Ryzen Baker. So, just so you guys understand why I have so much trouble with the last names, because we have 3 Zacks back to back to back here. Ryzen Baker's in the lead, and then we have Zach Passon in second, Zachary Buchanan in third, and Zachary Henry in fourth. So this is the Battle of the Zacks here at Martinsville. But yeah, these guys also battling it out really, really close here. See, lap traffic might become a factor here for the leaders. They're right on another lap car, the 59 of Evan Adams here. So we'll see how Ryzen plays this. He's going to have to be in a hurry here to try to get past, and it looks like the 59, yeah, Evan Adams does the awesome thing, and he lets the guys go. You love to see that, especially on lap 69. The fight for third is getting intense, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, Zach Henry's been beating on the 40 car's rear end. Probably, well, not, figuratively the last few laps, and he was finally able to get by him. But man, those rotors are glowing white hot. Ooh, something happened there a little bit with the 69. He was less than 2/10 back and lost a tenth in the corner there. He may have just had to slow down a little bit extra there. Really good racing from these guys. I'm loving this. This is fantastic. Once we've got the green flag run here, this is great. But now Zach Henry gonna have to try to slice through some lap cars and see if he can run down the 69 and the 77. The tires of Jared Wakefield here have only gotten up. They've actually gone backwards one. So Jared Wakefield and Mitchell Welker here, the 2 newest set of tires, 20 laps newer than the leaders here. They've kind of stalled. They've really completely stalled here. So it must not take a lot for these tires here to even out, actually. So we'll see. I'm sure at this point everybody would come down pit road for a new set of rubbers. DJ Stagner, though, trying to also slice back up through the field after missing the corner earlier, or, well, being forced to miss the corner. 59 of Evan Adams in the pit lane, possibly for some fuel here. The 40 car as well of Zach Henry, sorry, not Zach Henry, Zach Buchanan, also on pit road. But right up at the front here, between the 2 leaders, the 77 and the 69, all remains the same. We will see when the 69 wants to come down pit road, as some of the other leaders are already coming down. I would try, if I was the 69, I would try to undercut the 77 and come out, run a blistering couple of laps, and hope that the 77 has a little bit more trouble getting into pit road, or you are just able to outrun him on the newer tires and undercut him. That's what I would be trying to do at this point. I don't know exactly how much fuel these guys have left. But we're getting close to halfway. And I think these guys are trying to make it to halfway so that they don't have to pit again. Yeah, we're actually... Duh, I'm stupid. We're past halfway. 75 was halfway. I can't do math. And the 77 and 69 have not pitted yet. So I think these guys can go to the end after just one fuel stop after all the yellows at the beginning. So I think that is what these guys, like the 40 of Zach Buchanan, I believe that might have been his strategy. Evan Adams, he's probably trying something different here. He just wants some new tires so he can come out here and, you know, feel like a hero, because I'll be honest, I love feeling like that. Even especially when you're not having, your day is not going the way you want. Bringing it down pit road a little bit earlier than the rest of the guys and feeling fast as F, baby, it can help a little bit. The battle of the newer tires here. 75 of Mitchell Welker gets around the 72 of Jared Wakefield as he battles with Chad Simpson. Oh my gosh. Did the wheel work there, Jared? Oh, I saw the movement on the tires, bro. You got held onto it so well, as him and the 64 both got into the wall, actually, after that. Reisenbaker and Zach Passon still neck and neck here. I have to really give it up for the 69 of Zach Passon. He is unwaveringly patient here. I'd actually let the 59 pass, and I would get behind him and try to use the 59 as a pick to pass the leader, because he's got, 85, 86 lap or 80 lap fresher tires than the leader. I would let the 59 of Evan Adams pass me here to try to have him put some pressure on the leader and get him to slip up so that I could get around him. But again, that's just me. But why don't we get a little through the field? So I know we're kind of technically in the middle of the green flag cycle, but our pole sitter still leading the race, has led every single lap. Reisenbaker, awesome race so far for him. I know he's going to want to finish it off. Zach Passon right there behind him. Started in third, right behind the 77. He might be trying to make the move here. He has position. Oh, the 77 tries to squeeze him, but that is going to do it, I think. I think the 69 is going to have the momentum to get around him here now, especially in turn 1 and 2. Now he's got the inside line. It's all but settled, I think. No, the 77 claws back. Well, we'll wait for our through the field, because this is awesome. Okay, there it is. 69 car able to pass. And if I'm the 77, I'm coming this time by. As soon as the 69 passed me, I'm coming down pit road right now. This time, I'm coming. I don't care. But I guess not. Wonder if they can make it all the way. It's going to blow my mind. There's no way, though. We're on lap 90. We've got 40 to go. God, I cannot do math tonight. I'm so 60 to go. Jeez. I've been up since 7 in the morning. I went to a baby class this morning. So I've got my first child on the way here in about 6 weeks. So I was at a baby class at like 8 in the morning. So it's been a long day. All right, well now let's go through the field. The 69 of Zach Passon gets the pass done, makes it to the lead. Reisenbaker, still an amazingly great race for him. I'm sure he would absolutely take second all day. I know I would. There's some shuffling in the pack here. I think some people are pitting. Zach Henry, third place in that 39 car, 3.5 seconds back from them. Started in sixth. Pretty decent race for him today. Kyle Lamb in that 22. Another really quiet race for Kyle, but quietly moves up the field every week and finds himself solidly in the top 5 tonight in 4th. Mitchell Welker was spun, but has recovered pretty well up to 5th place now. Started in 2nd place tonight. DJ Stagner also had some trouble, but he started in the back of the pack and has come all the way up through the field twice, as some of the leaders are coming in there. That's the 39 and the 22 coming in on lap 94. Jared Dixon has had an up and down night as well. He finds himself in 7th place at the moment. And then everyone else after that is a lap down because of pit stops. Oh, no, no. No, Robert. Yeah, no, Robert here has been lapped based on speed. He's also at 95 laps on this this stint. Interesting. It's a little mixed up here, guys. Zach Henry coming out. We're gonna wait till it cycles. We're gonna wait till it cycles, guys. We gotta wait. It's really confusing. That was just terrible timing by me for the through the field. I'll wait till it solidifies here, because everybody except for the top 4 is a lap down. But the only people who have not pitted: Zach Passon, Ryzen Baker, DJ Stagner, and now Mitchell Welker comes in. So only your top 3 really have not. And Robert Kubat, which is he is in 4th, 1 lap down. He has also not pitted. Everyone else has come in at least once. Preston Henry in the 4 cars at 69 laps on his stint. Currently sitting in 5th place. But Zach Henry here in the 39. This is, I like where he's at here. Only 2.9 behind the leader. Oh no, the car in front of him. And on fresh tires. So Zach Buchanan has 20 lap older tires than Zach Henry, and only a 2.5 second advantage. All right, we're at lap 101. 50 laps to go this time by. The 75 of Mitchell Welker and this is going to try to unlap him here, or unlap himself here. Sorry, I'm drowning up to my eyeballs. I have to go to the bathroom. I drank a bunch of water right before this because my mouth was so dry, of course. It's a little distracting. Would love a yellow to go, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get the, you know what? No, I want to see this go green to the end, because this is going to be a really good finish here with these different strategies, I think. Man, how far can these guys push this? We're at 103 laps for our top 3 cars. Well, our top 4 cars. 5th place, Preston Henry here, 74 laps on his tires. Everybody else is on 26 or less. Zach Buchanan, 26. Zach Henry in 7th with 7 laps on his tires. Jared Wakefield in 8th with 10 laps on his. Chad Simpson with 10 laps on his tires in 9th. Kyten Bommersbach with the number 37 of Kyten Bommersbach with 10 laps. Mitchell Welker with 6. Kyle Lamb, that 22 with 8. Jared Dixon in the 43 with 6. Evan Adams, he came down a little earlier than everybody else. He's at 27 on his tires. Michael Hurley just pitted, so he's out 4 laps on his. Will Roberts, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Will. Maybe I'm just completely blanking. Oh, the 64 DJ Stagner he goes around. I have a feeling he spun out due to some old tires, ladies and gentlemen. No, he did not. He had some help. He had some help, guys and girls. The yellow's out. Less than 50 to go. Top 4 cars stayed out. Oh man. Oh no, wait. Only the top 2 cars were out. Now they're, because yeah, DJ Stagner was technically in. Well, let's see what happened. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. The sun is out now, but yeah, the 40 gets into the 64 just a little bit. I'm not really sure how to gauge this, but we'll go back to real time here. Zach Passon. I don't love what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna be fully transparent. Come on. I don't really know what else I'm going to say to that, but the 77 of Ryzen Baker riding the entire inside line of the pit lane there. Sorry, Ryzen, I saw it. I couldn't not say anything. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. I don't think that's really all that fair, but that's just me. It's generally not smiled upon, I would say. So We'll see. I don't have access to hear what these guys are saying. I don't know if there's anything over the radio, but we'll see how it goes. We'll just act like we didn't see it. But that did make all the difference because now the 77 of Ryzen Baker back out in front, easily beat the 69 out of the pit lane there. Yeah, I don't know that that's necessarily all that fair. I gotta say, especially after coming in well behind the 69. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't love that. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys, like, practically had almost overtaken him. But by the time the 69 was slowing down for his box. Yeah, I don't love that. I'm just going to leave it alone, though. I'm also an admin in this league. I'm just going to let you know. I don't love that. So, I don't want to see that again. If we pit, if anybody's watching. But let's go ahead and let's get this race going again. Ryzen Baker in control. Zach Passon on his outside for 40 laps to go this time by. The yellow's still out. I think they called it off. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of weak sauce. That was kind of some weak sauce from the 77 there. I got to call it how I see it in that pit stop because I'm sorry, buddy, but there was only like 2 or 3 cars on the lead lap there. I guess we jumped the start. I'm not sure what happened. You know, I'm in the booth, so I got to call it how I see it. Sorry, I'm not here to make friends, but 77 gets a monster launch there. Comes up in front of the 69 on the restart. 77 has also been doing that. In the rule book, we're not supposed to change lanes on the restart until you cross the start-finish line. So I'll be honest, I've been letting that go and trying to not say anything about it since the beginning, but you know, when you're an admin of the league that you're watching, you can't really not call it out, so. I mean, it's got to be fair, but we'll leave it to review, and we'll continue calling the race. But I feel like the biggest winner there, although, wait, what? My timing is scoring? Yeah, my timing and scoring has DJ Stagner a lap down in 9th. I'm just going to, give me a second, guys. I'm going to restart it just to make sure that is correct here. I think it is. Yes, that is correct. All right. So yeah, we have only the top 8 cars were able to get their laps back or choose the wave around after the restart. Yeah, because after 3rd place on back to 8th, everyone else has, only the top 2 cars have realistic tires to compete at the moment. Ryzen Baker with 8 laps on his tires, Zach Passon with 8. Zach Henry back in the 39 all the way back here, 2.5 seconds back with 21 laps on his tires. Zach Buchanan passing the 4 car with 40 laps on his tires. The 4 car has 87 laps on his tires. These guys didn't really have a choice though. Due to when that yellow came out, they had to either take the wave around or go pit and be a lap down. So these guys are all hoping for another yellow as soon as possible. As Zach Passon has closed back up to the rear bumper of Ryzen Baker. See how patient Zach Passon is with Ryzen after following behind him for so many laps during that long green flag run, which is already guaranteed. That is guaranteed the longest green flag run of the day. So Zach Passon with a purple sector 1. Mitchell Welker just beat it with a purple sector 1. I do like that. Oh man, yeah, we're getting a lot of everybody's running their fastest laps of the day right now. Wow. Yeah, every time I see someone run their fastest sector or the fastest sector of the race, I get a little purple notification on them. So that's... Yeah, the 69 of Zach passing all over the rear bumper here of Reisenbaker. We do have some action back here, though. These guys are, they're stacking up. Something happened with the 59 of Evan Adams there. But the green is still out, so I'm not going to have time to go look at that. Zach passing all over the rear end of the 77. This has got to be insanely frustrating from his perspective. Let's see what it looks like again from the cockpit here. Let's see if, because I'll be honest with you guys, right now, this is the race for the win if we don't get another yellow with 28 to go. Nobody else has pace anywhere near these two guys other than the lap cars. The sun was out for a little bit during that last yellow, but now it looks like the sun's going down, or the clouds are back in control here. Ooh, a little bit of scrape here, trying to get all he can. Zach passing. The gyro cam, you can really see, really get a sense of how flat this track really is. There's almost no banking at all here in the corners. So on these long green flag runs, the car gets so tight, but so loose on the exit because you're turning the wheels so much. It's a real, it can be a real headache for people that are not used to short tracks. I gotta say, I do feel a little bad. Nobody else really getting any TV time this afternoon. So let's go through the field one more time, guys, before we wrap up the end of the race. Reisenbaker started on the pole, currently in first. After getting out of the pit lane ahead of the 69. Zach Passon in second, started in third. Really great day from him as well. Zach Henry, solid outing, started in sixth, and he's currently running in third. Jared Wakefield started ninth. Has had to grind it out through the middle of the pack all day. Something's going on with the 69 car. The yellow's out. Yellow flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happened there. I'm not sure. I don't have anybody tumbling down the board. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I have no idea what that yellow was for. I don't see anything. Nobody changed any positions. I mean, Michael Hurley's pitting right now, but that's it. We've got some other guys in the pit lane, though. Oh, yeah, these guys are going to be in prime position now to challenge the 69 and the 77. Well, oh, no. How many people stayed out, though? How many people stayed out on old tires? Let's see, waiting for timing and scoring here to update. So the top 9 are on the lead lap. DJ Stagner just got his, or he should be getting his lap back this time by. He's pitting right now. Wait, who is? Yes, I'm confused now. He should have had the lucky dog. What caused that yellow? I mean, DJ Stagner was absolutely in the front there of all the lap cars. I'm thoroughly confused, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what in the world is going on, but I do know that the 77 and the 69 are in trouble. Zach Henry, Jared Wakefield, Chad Simpson, Kyton Bommersbach, Zach Buchanan, Preston Henry, all with brand spanking new tires. The 77 and the 69 with 23 lap older tires. Yeah, nobody got a wave around there. That was interesting. Unless DJ did and it hasn't updated the timing and scoring. But all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Reisenbaker, as he has most of the day, in control of the field here as they come to the Geico restart zone. He gets on the gas immediately. The 39 of Zach Henry with an amazing restart. Zach Henry wants to pounce on the leader here with these fresh tires. He wants to absolutely pounce on the 77 and take off. But that's what everybody wants to do. You saw the 69 trying to react, did not get a good start there. Compared it to the 77, as there's some guys on the wall in the back. There's some slow cars. The green is still out. No yellow. No yellow. Believe that was. It looked like it was between Jared Dixon and Robert Kubat. I think they're tumbling down the order a little bit. The 39 of Zach Henry going to try to make the move on the 77 of Reisenbaker here. I just don't know how Reisen can hold him off with 23 lap older tires here. Perfect. The terrible camera angle, TV mixed. 77 is trying to hold on and not let himself get freight trained here by the 69 and the 72. Oh my gosh, the 77 is going to save it, as it looked like he was pinching the 69 down there. That was a racing deal right there. The 77 though, great save. Great save. That's what you love to see. These guys beating and banging a little bit, but still hanging on to it. As we are approaching 20 laps to go here in just a few laps. Uh-oh, Chad Simpson, the yellow is out. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. Hold on. Was there a lot of contact, or was that just a spin? Oh, yeah, big wreck for the 46 there. All right, let's see what happened. I'm not sure what happened here. Let's see. I have no idea what happened there. I don't want to say the 77 destroyed him. It looked like he lagged. I hope. Because, that's... We're going to watch it one more time. Yeah, I don't know. I straight up just looked like the 77 just ran him over and killed him. I don't really know what else to say to you guys. It could have absolutely been lag. So, you know, I'm going to give the 77 the benefit of the doubt there. I'm not sure what that was. But Zach Henry definitely finding himself in a great position now to come home with the victory. Yeah, right after the race, guys, stay tuned. We're going to let the leader burn it down, or the winner burn it down, and once they are parked on the start-finish line, we'll take a quick break, and we will pull them up for the race-winning interview. The 77 with no front end going to restart with without a front end. Interesting. The 39 of Zach Henry is going to be in control here. 11 lap tires versus 34 lap old tires on the 69 of Zach Passon. Jared Wakefield in that 72 Chick Hicks car with just a little bit of sponsor coverage on the sides of sides of the car. A late launch there from the 39, but with the new tires is able to get away easily from the 69. And when we had about 15 laps ago, had a race just between the 77 and the 69. Well, now, guys, it's between the 39 and the 72 of Jared Wakefield and Zach Henry, respectively. As next time by, we'll approach 6 laps to go here at Martinsville, the Martinsville 150. The top 9 cars have gotten their laps back. So if we get another yellow and it doesn't involve somebody in the that's a lap down, we'll have 10 cars. We'll have 10 cars on the lead lap. But Mitchell Welker, that first lap down car, in 10th. Jared Wakefield really just buying his time here. He's got time. He's got 10 chances here. 10 corners. As we're approaching 5 to go now. 5 to go. The 39, the 72, and the 37, all with brand new tires. Oh, the 72 of Zach Henry, God, of Jared Wakefield into the back of the 39. He's into the back of him again, trying to lift him up the track, but he's able to do it in a fairly respectful way. I mean, that was pretty nice. That was a great move there from the 72 of Jared Wakefield. Potentially for the win here with the 37 right behind him. Oh, is the 39 door slamming the 72 to try to stay side by side with him. But is he going to have the momentum to stick here? Yes, but I think the 72 is going to be able to complete the pass here with 2.5 to go. The 37 now, right underneath the 39, needs to stay focused on just the 72. Oh, the 39 hard to the wall as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Jared Wakefield in that number 72 Chick Hicks mobile. Is he going to be able to hold on here? The 37 of Kyten Bommersbach, is he going to make a lunge? No. He's going to respectfully bring it home in second, and Jared Wakefield, awesome finish in the 72. Chick Hicks machine brings it home, baby. Awesome race. Wow. That one really flipped there with about 25 or 30 to go. Awesome job. And Jared Wakefield, he was the one that was able to take advantage of that late yellow. But man, nice job, Jared. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let this man burn it down for a minute. And Jared, go ahead and park it on the start finish when you're done, and I will pull you up in a few minutes. But we'll leave the camera on Jared here while he burns it down. I need a quick break and to get a glass of water, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get our boy up here in the booth. I'm gonna go and grab him right now. Give us just a second. Be right back. Hello, everybody. I'm back here with your winner, Jared Wakefield, in that number 72 Chick Hicks machine. Gets it done in style tonight. Man, what a race, Jared. Did you expect to see yourself in victory lane this evening? Yeah, you were. Yeah, you guys had 23 lap newer tires than the 2 liters. So, yeah, that late yellow that worked out for you guys. I did not realize you took 2 tires under green. How close were you to going? Like, did you take the wave around after that yellow that came out with the only the 2 liters that were still on the lead lap? Okay. Yep.
Call because that's exactly what happened.
Awesome. Well, I was gonna say, congratulations on the win. Is there anybody you want to thank, or I mean, anything else that you want to say before we send you out?
Got to thank the Project Two, Grain Chaw, AAIR, Baba Booey homies. Kind of work together sometimes, and definitely was able to figure some things out by watching those guys turn laps, and we were pretty courteous not to kill each other. Sorry to Mike earlier on. I don't know what happened. I got to the inside of him and something happened. I thought I was as low as I could get, but that really sucks. I hate to get into one of my good friends. But yeah, I mean, we lived up to the Chick Hicks name. Cars got bumpers. We're at Martinsville. There's not exactly a top line here. There's no real draft here. There's no real dirty air here. So, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and live out your inner Kachiga. But yeah, we pulled it off. We pulled it off tonight and put the Juan Zones Calzones car in victory lane. And a little bit surprised, but I'll gladly take it.
Well, again, congrats, Jared. Um, awesome win, and a great race. You kept yourself in it
Yeah.
all night with the different strategy calls, and well, I mean, obviously you deserve to win because you're in victory lane, sir.
Yeah, I blew it up, so we're gonna need another motor for next week. But we're going to Portland. It's another
Heck
track we
yeah,
feel good about.
that's what
Can't
I'm
say
talking
I'm gonna
about.
repeat this performance, but that's a track that I've had circled on the calendar for a while. We're looking for a top 5 at, so excited.
Yes, I can't wait for next week. Thank you for that 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 easy segue. I appreciate it. Zach,
course.
Zach. I'm so used to saying Zach because he was leading the whole freaking race. But
Mhm.
Jared Wakefield, sorry, your winner this evening. Jeez. But thanks again, Jared, and well, we'll see you next week in Portland.
Yeah, thanks. Excited to be back for Portland.
Awesome, man. All right, everybody, that was Jared Wakefield. Discord was not working there for the first half of that interview. I apologize to Jared. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching this evening. Next week. Oh, you know what? How dare I? How dare I? Almost forget. All right. Next week we are going to go to Portland, but first, the Martinsville 150 unofficial results here. Your winner, Jared Wakefield, in that number 72. Caton. He said Caton. Maybe it's Caton. I apologize if it is. Maybe I don't know if you guys know each other, but Caton Bommersbach in second with a also really great strategy, worked out for him in that 37 car. Zach Passon is able to bring it home in third after leading some laps tonight. Zach Henry as well with another strong night in that 39 car. Zach Buchanan in the 40, strong evening with a couple of incidents with the wall, but is still able to bring it home in the top 5. And then outside your top 5, the number 4 Preston Henry stayed out of trouble pretty much all night and minded his own business to bring it home with a solid top 10. Kyle Lamb in the 22, same thing. You know, kept it quiet, but you know that in racing, that's a good thing. Ryzen Baker in the 77 finishes in 8th place. Chad Simpson in the 46 in 9th. Mitchell Welker, after an unfortunate incident, about maybe a third of the way through the race, brings it home in 10th. And then 11th, Jared Dixon in that number 43 car. And then in 12th, Rob Kubat in the 38. The 64 DJ Stagner brings it home in 13th. Will Roberts in the number 2 brings it home in 14th. Evan Adams finishes 15th in that number 59. Sarah Tessum with a rough night. Made just a simple, easy mistake to make here at Martinsville and then just got herself caught in the mess, unfortunately, for Sarah. Finishes 16th. The 32 of Mike Hurley in that, finishing 17th, 26 laps down. Believe just disconnected after an incident, and same with Ty Smith, 88 laps down, finishing 18th. But thanks to everybody that showed up tonight. It was actually a really good Martinsville race, all things considered. I told you it would be a banger. So thanks everybody for watching. Next week, though, 7th of May, 35 laps from Portland. I'm super excited. That is one of the newest tracks on the service. It came out in the same update, I think, or maybe right before the ARCA cars that we're racing this season. So, yes, Portland. And then after that, only 3 races to go at 3 tracks that should be absolute bangers. So, thanks everybody for joining me. This was Matt Owens for Fuel Racing Network. And we will see you guys next week. Peace out.